Hey guys, Alex from Seventh Hour Films back again with Ashes to Ashes. I almost said Life on Mars, but no, Ashes to Ashes. Last time on, I think we went with the unofficial name again, The Happy Day, I believe, where basically it was the royal wedding, a dog exploded, turned out to be a plot by these people that didn't want to move, and then at the end the kid was a suicide bomber. Also, Alex had to deal with her mother in the past. That was pretty much that. Yeah, and with that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the next episode. Here we go. Oop, they got really close to that wall. They're tossing all their shit. Gnomes.
You alright, love?
Alright, well, psychologist, go do... What? Psychologist, why don't you go do something?
Right, let's find these a gnome to go to. Are you having that skit? Gnome to go to.
No.
Don't give up your day job, boss.
I don't like that these gnomes laugh.
Well,
Said I was beautiful.
blimey, it was dark.
Damn.
Beautiful on the outside. That was it. But then he turns weird. Starts saying, you're all impure. Calling me names.
Been raped, probably. Beaten and strangled. And
Cut.
her
Ring.
breast had been slashed. Left
Okay.
breast.
Okay, so we need to retrace her steps. See if we've missed anything.
Is that a dig?
No, just a fresh pair of eyes might uncover something new.
Oh, it's all right, lads. Wonder Woman's here.
I mean...
FYI, D.I. Carly.
FY what?
I think she means FBI.
CID.
The only thing I'm interested in here is finding out what's happened. If you want to sit there making smug comments, that's fine.
Damn. I mean, this is exactly an episode we had with Sam. Oh my gosh. And he was pissed back then too, so... I am 1,000% more invested in this episode. I don't know why.
You're like whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, but filled on the inside with dead men's bones and all sorts of impurities. It's Matthew chapter 23, verses 27-28.
So he's a religious nutter.
Except on a day-to-day basis, he probably functions perfectly normally. He won't have had successful relationships with... He cuts the breast because it's symbolic. You know, it's the nurturer, the suckler. I mean, it's a literal attack on femininity, on womanhood.
Don't you ever get brain ache? Because Mr. Rosebery Sykes is a member of the Funny Handshake Brigade, along with our dearly beloved Commissioner of the Met, which means he's got the Commissioner by the bollocks, which means he's got us by the bollocks.
Well, shit.
Whether you believe Trixie or not, somebody cut her. Someone hurt her, and someone left her for dead. Now, what is it going to take for you to realise that prostitutes need your protection just as much as anybody else? What, another Yorkshire Ripper? Sod the lot of you.
Damn. I mean, she has a good point, yeah. Prostitutes are people too.
Can I help you?
Oh, is that her dad? Wait, what?
Oh, I'm afraid she's in with a client at the moment, but maybe I can help.
Oh.
Evan White.
Oh.
You won't believe how glad I am to see you.
Thank you.
No.
Gosh, if only I had this effect on all the attractive women I met.
Oh, you will.
Thank you for
I didn't realize he was that old, jeez. I mean, I guess it's only,
Message?
well, 25 years later. Ish. 27? Well,
Do you think I'm the right person to ask, considering I've only actually known you for a matter of seconds?
No. But if you did know me,
I'd say go with your instinct. Good luck.
do you think he's thinking, God, that was the weirdest encounter of my life? She half played that cool. I'll give her some credit on that. That wasn't terrible.
because I, Alex Drake, was once a prostitute.
Bloody hell. I knew it.
Really?
There.
What I just told you was a lie.
Okay, I was gonna say, that
I said it
was
to show how your
weirdly casual.
preconceptions can inform your judgments about other people, especially prostitutes.
I would rather go with one of them than waste my money on some bitter, twisted, messed up, clenched-arsed, toffee-nosed bitch
Ooh.
like you.
Ooh!
You feel better now?
Do you? Ooh! You know what? It's been a while since his DI punched him.
I'm drunk. And you're very drunk.
Nuh.
I'm doing the right thing. And you should go to bed, Molly.
Nuh. Wow. He's doing the right thing. Damn. Damn, she gets fucking drunk. You know we had this, like... Remember when we had 2 seasons of a Will They Won't They between Sam and Annie? Yeah, she doesn't have that. She just fucking goes.
There's a fancy dress party on board there tonight. I could hire you all costumes. Maybe that could be your cover.
Yeah, great, thanks, Shaz.
Shaz always has good
Ask
ideas.
you something.
Their archaic attitude is their problem, it's not mine.
Wrong. It's my problem. To keep this department running smoothly, I need their respect, which I've got. They look up to me, they should be looking up to you, and all.
Because you left me on my own, and I ended up with some Thatcherite wanker.
I told you to go to bed, alone.
Nuh.
If you'd listened to me in the first place, I wouldn't be wasting my time having this ridiculous
Yeah,
conversation.
this ain't even his
We
fault.
are wasting time.
That's the costume you went with? Really? Oh god, that's Gene as Clint Eastwood.
Can't see a thing in these. Hey, Superman and Clark Kent.
And Clark Kent?
Don't call me that, we're undercover.
No, he's not skinny, is he?
Leave it out.
No, because that's Ray. The f-
It's the third person who's thought I was a waiter.
What are you supposed to be?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Wow. James Bond.
Well, James Bond didn't have the tash, did he?
She's Breville Lip. He'd rather that or Jesus.
Nuh.
Right. Split up.
Somehow he made his mustache longer. He should have gone as like Yosemite Sam or something.
That's Rosebery Sykes. He smells a rat, we go. Upset him and we're all in the shit.
Oh shit.
Jammy bastard.
Oh. Don't give Ray the satisfaction. No, that's exactly who you need is Ray!
As she's shoving her overboard.
No amount of water could ever get a woman like that clean.
Yeah, that's him.
Full name, sir.
Ryan Burns. Why do you ask?
Ryan Burns, I'm arresting you for the rape and attempted murder of Miss Trixie Walsh.
Not a moment.
What's going on?
Softly!
This young lady was just having a little chat with,
The rape took place on your boat 2 nights ago, Mr. Rosebery Sykes. This man here is a suspect.
Rape? There must be some mistake.
I'm afraid not. Now, if you'll just come quietly, we can get this over and done with.
I'm not a waiter, all right. James Bond.
He's getting into a fight.
Hello again. Inspector.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Was he the lawyer? God damn it. Why does this keep happening?
You were the only one that used the exact quote from the Bible that the victim says you used.
As far as I'm aware, quoting from the Bible doesn't make someone a rapist.
Fucking goddamn.
Shall we let Mr. Burns speak for himself?
Did you or did you not rape and assault Trixie Walsh?
Oh my god. You gonna make him swear on the
I
Bible?
swear, I did not rape or assault Trixie Walsh.
Check and double check the statements that placed him in the park at the time of Delphine's murder, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Shaz, otherwise known as the
Chris, keep an eye
MVP
on
of
that
this
girl
whole
who
crew.
keeps hanging around the station.
What, Nina? What's she done to deserve them?
Well, they can't make a balls up of that, can they?
Yeah. Ray and Chris, probably. I'm curious how this whole Nina thing works in.
We had a dog that used to scratch itself all the time. Distemper. But that wasn't his name. He had to be put down in the end.
Good job, Chris.
Yes, sir. That's us bollocksed. Rosebery Sykes has been on the commissioner.
Oh, it's Roseberry.
Alios Tractor Sicut Te Ipsum.
Treat others as yourself.
Not so rusty.
Nah.
I remember.
All I remember is Caecilius Estin Horto.
Wow. They've only just come out. It's for Alex, my boss's daughter, though she's probably going to say she's too old for toys.
I bet she loves it when you spoil her.
Oh, she's worth every penny.
Is she?
I really did not realize how old he was in the future.
You weren't raped, were you? Don't let that bastard get off. He's sick.
No, sweetheart. You're sick.
Damn, really?
I didn't know if you wanted sugar.
Look at Ray being nice. Being very nice, actually.
Oh. There you are. And who have we got here?
Being...
Really? Spit the dog. That was rubbish, wasn't it?
But you made it... Yeah, you made her smile!
No thanks.
What's happening?
What happened to your lip?
This is
Burnt it.
very...
Everyone keeps pulling my leg saying I've been kissing a prosy. I mean, a lady of the night.
Nah. Well, you know what? Credit where it's due. This is good for Ray.
Really?
What, you mean you're a...
Huh.
You're having me on. Nice girl like you. Hang on a minute, love.
If I was such a nice girl, why would someone do this to me?
Oh, shit. She has it too?
She knows that, Trixie. It was her who got her into the escort agency.
Huh.
She'd only just started.
Maybe it's just the wrong guy.
It wasn't Trixie who was raped, it was Nina. Trixie knew that Nina would be too traumatized to come to us, so she faked the rape as her own. She was just trying to protect her.
Oh.
You don't understand. I'm helping her.
How?
To lead a good life. To be fruitful for God.
By raping and murdering.
I am the vine. You are the branches.
Yeah, but the branches don't
John
fucking
chapter
kill
15,
people.
Verse 5.
Ah! Oh! Good job.
Anything you say will be taken down, ripped up and shoved down your scrawny little throat until you choke to death. Gene Hunt, chapter 1, verse 2.
Oh, shit.
Scum.
From the Book of Gene itself. Okay. Well, good job.
You want the bad news or the really bad news?
Oh, shit. What?
That Sonia's legged it. Which means our only chance of getting that scumbag sent down is Nina.
Huh.
Will he see me?
I'll come with you. Don't worry, love. I won't let him intimidate you. Promise.
We'll help you out as much as we can, Nina. But when you're in the courtroom, you're on your own.
Will they...
Unless
bring
she has
up
a
what I
good
used to
lawyer.
do? Will they believe me?
We can't say.
Get a fucking good lawyer.
Well, we can. I would love to be wrong about this, sweetheart, but you've got about as much chance of convincing this jury as Michael Foot has of becoming Prime Minister.
Shit.
Well, in that case, I don't think I can go through with it. I don't want it to go to court. Sorry.
Shit.
Well, with 5% of rape cases ending in conviction, chance would she have had?
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe it'll change one day.
Don't hold your breath.
In a morning raid today, police arrested 24-year-old Ryan Burns of South London for possession of 10 kilos of cocaine. The drugs were found hidden inside garden gnomes in Burns' car. If found guilty, Burns faces a prison sentence of at least 5 years.
Oh.
Not me.
Ray?
Well, maybe I've got you all wrong, Ray.
No.
Maybe you're not the stereotypical Neanderthal I had you down as.
Hey, Ray. Quid says you can't light your farts for one of these.
Make it a fiver and you're on.
Well, he has his moments. Okay, so that's what the fucking gnomes were for. Jesus Christ. And, like, towards the end, I was like, wait a minute. I guess the gnomes were just, you know, cold open stuff. Oh, man. You know, sometimes it's good to plant evidence. That sounds really, really weird. Alrighty, that was a great friggin' episode, I must say. Oh, excuse me. That was a really great episode. Okay, what are we gonna call this one? It's gotta be a pun about gnomes, I think. It has to be. It's bookended with gnomes. We have to make this a gnome joke. You know, by the way, last episode, when I was making the thumbnail, I decided that I was going to put a pun in every thumbnail of Ashes to Ashes. So, last week, I put having a blast. Now I have to try to come up with a pun about this episode. I gotta think of a gnome joke for the title. Can't think of anything. Gotta think of a friggin' gnome joke. The chances of her being successful in court are slim to gnome. Okay, I'll go. I still have to do the discussion. Slim to gnome. That's gonna be the title for this episode. Hello. What's going on here? Okay. Let's see what the unofficial title is, and pray to God it's better than what I said. Nothing changes. This doesn't change anything, Hoss. Nothing changes. This is a bit of a shit title. Okay. Well, that wasn't great, but... That wasn't great, but... Oh well. Oh well. Alrighty, that is episode 3. Slim to no... I can't put that in the fucking thumbnail. Although he's supposed to be... If he's skinny... He's skinny, so he's slim. Slim to gnome. Shit! I hate that. I hate that, but it, like, vaguely works. Okay. Alright, an interesting episode. Definitely an interesting episode. So, let's go ahead and jump into the notes. The gnomes... Okay. I pray to God I think of a better gnome joke for the thumbnail before I have to put slim to gnome. I hope. Let's find. We'll find out. You'll already have known by the time this video goes out, but I don't know. Okay, so first off, gnomes. An interesting start. What did they say? Was it cocaine or heroin or something specific?
Ryan Burns of South London for possession of 10 kilos of cocaine.
Yeah. Alright, it was cocaine specifically. So yeah, shipping cocaine and gnomes. Which, I mean, yeah, we had that last season in Life on Mars. Just assume it right now, if I say last season, I mean season 2 of Life on Mars. Because to be frank, I'm kind of counting this as all one show, basically. We just changed main characters. So yeah, I mean, we kind of had that last season where basically they were smuggling cocaine and stuff through the furniture that they brought in, I think, and the furniture and the rugs. So yeah, gnomes, very interesting. The gnomes, though, they're like electronic gnomes. That seemed a bit weird. They were like electronic gnomes that could laugh at you. Like, why? Why would you have this? Ugh. Let's see. We had Trixie coming in with an accusation of rape. Interesting stuff with the connection to Delphine, where it's the specific cut on the breast, and the connection to it that it would be religious. That was very interesting when they're going through like at the church and she's figuring out the connections. Let me listen to that real quick again. Yeah. Beautiful on the outside. Yeah. And that's a quote from the Bible, which is interesting. So yeah, I mean, this essentially just a religious nut. I mean, at the end of the day, I swear to God, this is an origin story for fucking Frollo and Hunchback of Notre Dame, Like, he's about to pull this shit on Esmeralda, Like, seriously. And I know, obviously, this can't be an origin for thousands upon thousands of reasons, but you get what I mean, This guy is a little Frollo in the making, basically. So, yeah, that was very, very interesting. Excuse me, Jesus. So, yeah, just the whole religious angle of it, So, yeah. The whole religious aspect of it was very interesting, and the whole thing... I like how they were able to also... Well, kind of... They almost got him on it with having him swear on the Bible. That was very, very clever. It's like, yeah, this dude is so religious. If you have him swear on a Bible, he's not gonna lie, actually. It's like... That was a very clever thing to do. So I like that. And yeah, we had the whole thing about protecting prostitutes. So that was interesting, just going off of kind of the whole theme of this episode, honestly, is, the preconceptions that the gents have about prostitutes, or just preconceptions about women if they are prostitutes or not, down to, when they heard that, Alex, when they heard Alex say that, and she was like, oh, I was a prostitute, and they were like, really? And then she said, no, that was a lie. And then down to Nina, when she tells Ray, and he can't believe it because she seems like such a nice girl, So that was really, really interesting. And yeah, just the whole thing of the preconceptions, and yeah, like Jean, like immediately it's like, oh, well, a prostitute is in saying that someone raped her. It's like, well, first off, like Alex said, it's like, well, a lot of women aren't believed when they say they're raped. And so not only do you have that starting off, but then on top of the fact that she's also a prostitute, which just makes it more unbelievable to Jean, So that whole thing with the preconceptions I thought was a very interesting thing for this episode, And yeah, the whole thing of, when it starts coming out, it's like, oh, well, Trixie was lying. Kind of. She was lying because she was doing this for Nina. She wasn't the one that was raped, but she knew that Nina couldn't go through with it. So she came forward instead and even cut herself. And that's why they also said that the cut on Delphine was deeper, because yeah, you're not going to cut yourself that deeply. It's insane that she did cut herself, but that's how much she's there for her friend, So that was very, very interesting. I really did like all of that. And yeah, just the whole thing of the preconceptions, because yeah, they look at Alex and they think they have all these sort of ideas about her, and even like last episode where, when they were protecting, Lestrade, what was it? Was it Danny Moore? I think. Yeah. All I could remember was Lestrade. But when it's like, oh, we got to protect him, and Ray was like, oh, from the bomber or D.I. Drake, like that is definitely within, and I like that different angle there too, because it makes I like what they're doing with this, where they are... Well, yes, you know, I've talked about, especially last episode, I talked about repeat between Sam Tyler and Alex Drake. There is repeat in, here's a person from the future who's gone back in time. If you can hear the dog's getting up, so his collar is jangling. But there are a lot of similarities between their situations. But I like that now they have this new separation, you know, where Sam, they just looked at him and thought, you're a fucking, you know, insane asshole. And they're looking at her, it's like, you're an insane asshole woman, you know? Like, that's like an extra layer that she now has that Sam didn't, you know? So that all is just very, very interesting, you know? And yeah, the whole thing of protecting prostitutes, like no matter like what you think, they deserve to be protected as much as anyone else. Like, they're people too. Like, there's nothing that makes them like less than people. They deserve police protection as much as anyone else, you know? So very, very interesting stuff, definitely. In terms of some of the other stuff, Evan White. Okay, so at the beginning, let me go back all the way.
Your father's gonna take you home, Molly. Evan!
I did not realize how old he was supposed to be. Honestly, when you see him there in, was it 2008? When you see him there, I honestly thought he was around the same age as Alex. But no, he's like 25 years older than her. Which I was not expecting that. I was not, like... Because the thing is, I guess they have it to where his beard is a little bit gray and he has, like, one gray streak in his hair. I don't know, I just thought he had, like, a highlight. Or maybe not even, like, a specific dyed highlight, if that's just how his hair was. I don't know. Like, I did not get that he was that he was a lot older than Alex. I'm assuming it's him... in both instances, but let me see if they have like an older version. I don't think so. No, I think it's just him. Yeah. I think it's just him. So they made him look older. They specifically aged him up for the scene in 2008. And then they just had him play, you know, just look like himself in 1981. So, you know, 1981 versus 2008, I mean, that's 27 years right there. So, 27 years later, and he is, I mean, it makes sense, but it's like, I genuinely thought he was as old as Alex. He just, I don't know, he just looked like he had a highlight in his hair. But I guess highlights in your hair, I mean, that may not have been... I don't remember 2008. I don't remember much of 2000. I was in 6th grade in 2008. So let me just put it out there. I was born in 1997. So okay, I was 11 years old, but I don't remember. I have a very terrible memory. If you ask me like what I was doing 5 years ago, I'd have to take a minute, remember what was 5 years ago, and be like, I don't remember, you know? Like, I guess I was in college, but that's about the most I could tell you, you know? So, yeah. So I was not expecting that. And goddamn lawyers. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because lawyers... I don't want to, like, demonize lawyers or anything, but it's just goddamn it, you know? I mean, it's mainly because it's a show about cops. So, yeah. When a lawyer shows up, it's because you're dealing with the lawyer representing the person you're trying to get, you know? And that is just infuriating. And yeah, Evan, Carolyn Price, like, they're both, I mean, they're good lawyers, you know? But yeah, these damn lawyers coming in and doing their jobs. I mean, what's up with that, you know? But yeah. But still, very, very interesting yet strange seeing him like that in the past. I could have sworn in the future he was still the same age, you know? We had the costume party, which was really fun. Again, though, MVP being Shaz, like, I feel like Shaz is almost doing more than Annie did in season 1, you know? In season 1 of Life on Mars. Like, I kind of feel like she's also doing a bit more than Annie did in season 2 of Life on Mars. I honestly feel like Annie kind of got sidelined in season 2, which was weird because she became a detective constable in season 2. But I don't know, for some reason in season 2, like, I feel like she got sidelined a bit. But yeah, Shaz, the MVP, found the boat and was like, hey, I could get you guys costumes and stuff. Like, she keeps coming up with these ideas, and whether or not they go with them, she keeps coming up with them, you know? Shaz, MVP, I must say. So, the costume party was funny. I do understand now the costume that Alex was wearing, and obviously why she basically used Ray, because she was trying to look, you know, all sultry and seductive to lure in, what the hell was his name? Ryan. It was like Ryan Burns. He's Mr. Burns. That's a reference. So yeah, Ryan Burns. So I understand that now. I also like, so she was like a cat girl, basically. Jean was Clint Eastwood. Chris, I love Chris went a little extra, though, that he was Clark Kent and Superman at the same time. Like, okay, I'll give you some credit there. That's an interesting idea, being Clark Kent and Superman. And then Ray, poor Ray in a tuxedo. He tried to be James Bond, but it didn't work for him. I wonder if maybe he had worn a white tuxedo. Like, I don't know how many Bond films Bond wears a white tuxedo, but or a white suit, basically. But yeah, maybe if it was white, he would have looked different from the waiters, but I don't know. So yeah, and then Rosemary Sykes, an interesting character where it's like, oh, well, you know, we can't let him know that we're here because then, you know, we'll, did they say, like, we'll be bollocksed or something? It was some sort of Britishism, they said. But yeah, so, and then, because that's the thing, it's like, okay, so we just don't do that. We get this guy covertly, and then that'll be that. But no, then Alex is just like, no, I'm just gonna arrest him, and screw you, I don't care if you own the police. And it's like, you don't need to do it, just like, get him covertly like you were going to do anyway, and there you go, you're not gonna have a problem. Granted, it didn't really come back to bite them, but it was just sort of strange, you know? Anyway. So then we had the whole thing of Trixie was not the one that was raped. She faked the injury and the rape, basically, so that this would be brought to the police's to police attention, basically. And she was doing that because Nina wouldn't do that, which is very interesting. I really like that scene between Ray and Nina. Like, something, I swear Ray's never done something like this before, where he was a good cop, basically, you know? He was a good cop. He went in there, he was very kind, you know, he got her a drink and some sugar, and then with his gross, sweaty sock, he did the sock puppet, and he's like, oh, that wasn't really good, was it? And the dog just got up, so I gotta go check on him, see if he wants out or not. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, so the whole thing about, you know, Ray, like, that was a really good moment, you know, where he's being very kind and, you know, sort of breaking through the shell and getting her to open up. And then, yeah, helping her out. Like, that was a really, really good moment, and I like that. So yeah, that was really good, and that helped. Unfortunately, we had the whole thing of, you know, her word versus his word, which, yeah, that wouldn't hold up, and that sucks. And I mean, I mean, yeah, I'm not too up to date on this. Clearly, as Alex said, in 2008, don't really hold your breath on things changing, which I guess that's sort of where the unofficial title of this comes from, you know, nothing changes. And that's true. Now, I want to believe that it's better now in 2021. Again, I don't really know. I'm going to say if it is any better, I'm going to bet you it's not much better, you know, because that does kind of happen, you know. Her word versus his, especially because she was a prostitute, it's not going to hold up, you know. Now, I was thinking that, hey, maybe it would hold up if you got a good lawyer, like if you got Carolyn Price or Evan to represent her, but they can't because Evan's already representing Ryan Burns. So, yeah. So, she didn't want to take it to court because it wouldn't work. So, yeah. But then at the end, Ray did plant cocaine in his car, which got him arrested, which at least gets him off the street for a few years, you know? So, that was really, really good. I like that moment with Ray. Yeah, just a really good moment for Ray, who, I mean, while Ray, you know, in season 1, I said, like, oh, Ray's not really a character. And for a while, I still kind of believe that up to a point. Like, it definitely, you know, once we got, what was it, the penultimate episode of season 1, where, yes, then he became more of a character and everything. That was a really good moment for him, you know? So, I like that. That was really good. And yeah, going in and planting evidence, which is a very classic Gene Hunt / Ray maneuver, you know? So yeah, I mean, they know he did it. They know he did it, and they're not getting him on that, but they're gonna get him off the streets. And you know, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Which that was always the thing in Life on Mars was, you know, the difference of methods, you know. I mean, down to the last episode of, you know, yes, Gene's methods are bad, but they do get results, you know? And yeah, right there, it's like that, you know, planting evidence, that's horrible. But at the same time, they did take down this rapist and murderer. So yeah, really, really good episode. Really enjoyed it. Probably so far best episode we've had of Ashes to Ashes. Of course, we're only 3 in, and we've still got plenty more to go. So I'm very curious to see where we are going from here. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Ashes to Ashes reactions, as well as another playlist for all my Life on Mars reactions. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.